12 months. That's all it will take for the world to change again. We stand on the edge of a year where AI will stop being a tool, and it starts becoming an ecosystem. A year where agents will act, decide, and transact on our behalf. A year where the question won't be, what can AI do? It'll be, what will we let it do? Let's start with commerce. Somewhere out there, a major retailer, maybe one you ordered from this morning, will quietly announce that more than 5% of all their online sales now come from AI agents. Not people clicking checkout, but autonomous digital assistants negotiating prices, comparing reviews, and completing the transaction for you. And when that happens, the advertising world shifts overnight as AI agent ad spend surpasses $5 billion. Brands won't sell to you anymore. They'll sell to your agent. And it won't stop with consumers. Inside the Fortune 500, AI agents will start buying too. AI agents have already been evaluating vendors, assessing risk, and developing negotiation points. But soon, they will negotiate full contracts and issue purchase orders, all inside compliance rules and budget limits. Corporate spending will become a network of autonomous buyers talking to autonomous sellers. The supply chain will develop its own quiet hum of machine-to-machine commerce, and executives will wake up to discover their companies are transacting faster than they can think. In the world of research, something extraordinary happens. An open-ended AI scientist, trained to hypothesize, experiment, iterate, and publish, will make a genuine, peer-reviewed scientific discovery. Not a dataset pattern or a simulation result, but a new fact about the universe, found end-to-end by machine. The first whisper of machine curiosity. Meanwhile, one of the big AI labs decides to open its doors again. They go back to open source for some of their models, not because they have to, but because the politics of the situation demand that Western society demonstrates that the West still innovates the fastest. But openness cuts both ways. A deepfake-driven cyber attack, powered by autonomous agents, strikes somewhere critical. Maybe a stock exchange, maybe an election, maybe something we don't see coming. And for the first time in history, the NATO and UN Security Councils will convene emergency sessions to discuss AI security. It will feel like the Cuban Missile Crisis, except this time, the warhead is an algorithm. Culture won't escape this either. The most watched game on Twitch this year, it won't be Fortnite. It won't be Valorant. It'll be a real-time generative video game, one that doesn't exist until you play it. A living world, conjured by prompts and preferences, reshaping itself every second for every player. We'll stop playing games and start co-creating them. And then comes geopolitics. Some nations will surge ahead with sovereign AI. Others will fall behind. And out of that divide, a new phrase emerges: AI neutrality. Like nuclear neutrality, but for intelligence. A stance of opting out, because to join means to compete, and to compete means to change who you are. But not every revolution will feel like progress. One film, produced with significant use of generative AI, will capture both audience awe and ignite backlash. Critics will call it the first AI masterpiece. Actors will call it the end of creativity. And the rest of us will have to ask, does authorship still matter in a world of infinite creation? Meanwhile, in China, a new lab rises, and for the first time it will overtake America on a major AI leaderboard. Llamarina, artificial analysis. The exact metric won't matter, the symbolism will. The frontier is shifting east. The race for intelligence has become global. Back home, a different kind of uprising begins. Communities will start pushing back on AI's physical footprint. The hum of cooling fans, the draw on the grid, the glare of data centers in the desert night. Data center NIMBYism, not in my backyard, will sweep across the U.S., shaping local elections, even gubernatorial races. Because when the cloud comes to town, the debate stops being digital. And finally, politics will catch up. In a move equal parts theatrical and consequential, Donald Trump will issue an executive order banning state-level AI legislation, calling it a matter of national unity. But the Supreme Court strikes it down, and suddenly, AI governance itself becomes a constitutional question. Who has the right to define intelligence in America? 12 months. That's all it will take. Commerce, science, culture, geopolitics, all reshaped by the same invisible current. The question isn't if it happens, it's whether we're ready to guide it. Because the future of AI isn't a story about machines, it's a story about us. About how fast we can evolve, and how deeply we still care about what makes us human. 12 months. The clock has already started.